Name where? Anything juicy? Maybe it has something to do with that wall painting in the other room. Let's check it out.
Next one's mine. Just like the good old days.
I'm no art critic, but I've never seen a mural like that. Looks like an elf and Zarep holding hands. What do you see? Why don't we ask Tehangan about it? It's her house. She ought to know something.
Kind of stats is that? Get serious, get lost.
Greetings, friend. You look like you... I don't know what Daggerda told you, but I stake my reputation on every item. And that does still mean something.
Oh, please tell me I can go home now. You read my journal? That's private. Why would you do a thing like that? Well, I didn't do it myself. All right. I lied to you. I can't keep it up anymore. Have you ever felt aimless? Like you ought to have a purpose, but you don't? Like you'd do anything to find out why you're meant to be here? That's a stupid question, isn't it? Of course you'd understand. An animancer told me that I might have half a soul. I finally had an answer. The question was, who got the other half? I thought if I could meet this person and see what they were like, I might gain some purpose or something. And then I came here and found a Zorip. But what do I do about it? How do I not think about what I can never have? I'm so... I've got to find some meaning in all this. I can't go back and I can't go forward. I'm just stuck here. Lost. Again. Well, when you put it like that, if you're positive it doesn't mean me any harm, I'll go. I'll be brave. I'll find it. I really hope you're right. Oh, I forgot. You still deserve to be paid for your time, if nothing else. I didn't think... Well, it's nice to get help from an Adiran. I'll say that much.
Move along, please.
I was here first. I'm not moving in. First get the leaves. Gelardi. I'd heard the godlike had come to Paradise.
Oh, hey, Sansa. Comes on a little strong, that's all. He doesn't bite.
But to meet you, what an honor. Who is your patron? Were you drawn to this place? A godlike of unknown provenance. Even more interesting. Who knows? Perhaps you'll find the answers you're looking for here. Listen, you haven't been to the wilds east of the city, have you? Maybe that's for the best. Then have you seen a cartographer in the area? A human, about my height. He must have gone farther than I thought. His name is Girmund. He's my assistant, and I'm worried about him. I sent him to map the eastern wilds. I knew it would be perilous, but it's been a long time since he's written, even for him. Bandits, smugglers, spiders with eyes as big as plates.
You know how many so-called adventurers I've saved out there?
It's an intrepid occupation.
3, this month.
As I said, if you find him and bring me his map, I'll be glad to pay you for it. I may even have more work for you. When he last wrote, he was mapping the eastern ruins. Take the letter. It might help. If you find him, bring his work to my shop in Paradise Town. You're welcome anytime. I have quite the assortment of curios. Maybe you'll even buy one of my bags.
Well, that's our marching orders then.
Build another palisade just like the last. When this one falls, what'll you adherents do then?
Die alongside you, probably. You fall, we fall. It's that sort of thing.
If the stone wall...
I haven't seen this much excitement in a while. Perhaps I've got you to thank for bringing it with you, Envoy. You know, for most people, getting sent to the Living Lands is a punishment. But, according to Steenrick, you're the personal envoy of the Emperor of Adir himself. Quite a position. Then I dare say you're better equipped than most who wash ashore here. You must have some truly fascinating stories of past exploits. I'll look forward to it. But in the meantime, I have to wonder, why does the Emperor send his most valuable agent to the Living Lands? Oh, that almost does sound like a punishment. I don't know how you investigate a so-called plague of the soul, so better you than me. Being a godlike, I don't suppose your patron deity gives you any unique insights into matters of the soul, do they? I thought every godlike knew their god. That's one of the stranger things I've heard. And out here, that's saying something. Sorry, these are unusual times. I haven't met anyone who's really seen the Dream Scourge yet, but that hasn't stopped people from worrying about the rumors. Refugees are flooding in from outlying regions. The guards are restricting access to the city. And people are making offerings to the gods for everything from hangovers to indigestion, just in case. And here I was hoping for good news. Unfortunately, the presence of so many Adiran troops and the rumored exploits of the Steel Garrote Paladins supporting them is only making a tense situation worse. I think that's why the Clavenger accompanied your ambassador. Exactly. Paradise has been quiet lately, but I don't know how long that'll last. We're talking about an island that has been largely settled by nomads, exiles, and dissidents. people who tend to be suspicious of authority. But what about you? What's your stake in things? Besides your orders, of course. Just be careful where you say that. That's the kind of talk that may get people thinking you've got the dream scourge. I'll let you get some rest, but thanks for talking. It's good to be part of a squad again, even if it's just for a while. I'll be here if you need me. After your voyage, it must be nice to spend the night on dry land. Personally, I've always found the rocking of a ship to be soothing. As long as I've got my feet facing the bow, that is. Armor could use some work. Let's check the watermill for supplies. Oh. Look, Paradise ladder. When heated, the resin forms a hard coat that's... weapons and armor. Incoming Zarops. Is that what you got? Zarops must have been scavenging supplies, too. You got everything you need to fix up your armor. Let's head to camp. Another win, but who's counting? I think there's something on the upper floor. We might be able to reach it from outside. Nice work. That'll help against whatever we face out there. This used to be a good fishing spot, until something started dragging people away. You're mine now!
Another down. I was just getting warmed up.
Even Pargrunan walls can't stand against this place. The Dream Scourge has driven people to the city. Means more bandits on the road.
A rot seeps through here. Who poisons us? We cannot see.
Odd. Odd. Didn't used to be this overgrown. I can take care of that if you want. I'm always telling visitors we're not as crazy as they've heard. What's the target? What am I hitting? Where's my mark? Coming in hot. Aye, aye.
We'll see. We'll see.
Next one's mine.
Hey, Brady. It is close.
That's the claviger. What happened?
Are you blind? We're being hunted. Get rid of the band. We'll talk after.
Show me what
Take that, you monstrosity! Well done!
What happened to that bear?
My savior. Oh, thank the gods. Your arrival couldn't have been more timely. Oh, Ambassador Falchion Hildgard at your service. And you must be our Imperial envoy. Better late than never, I say. Keep it close until we're back at the embassy. I prefer to take bad news in the comfort of my office. Aren't you going to introduce me to your capable companion? Can he be trusted? I found it pays to be prudent about the company you keep in Paradise. The Empire doesn't have many friends on these shores.
Hey, not with that attitude.
I'm charmed. I take it you had business with the Claviger? Poor fellow. It was the bear that killed him, of course. This wilderness has been a little too wild of late. I expected flora and fauna, not a ravenous monster. We heard alarming reports of a blight in the wilderness, and a strange corruption moving toward the city. The changes in the ecosystem are expected, but this one was progressing too rapidly to ignore. We tracked the corruption all the way here, but all we found was that creature gone mad. Indeed. And the source of the blight eludes us still. The situation is more dire than I imagined. We need a plan of action before whatever this is consumes the living lands.
We are here. Come to us. Commune with us. We have waited for you. Come.
What's the matter? Can you hear me? But you... Very well, if you say so. The Emperor trusts your judgment, and so do I. Whatever you think is best, I'll support it. You know something of our troubles. That much is clear. What would you have us do? Ardra is said to be filled with essence, soul stuff. Maybe the essence will respond to a godlike's touch. Oh, just be careful. The Emperor would never forgive me if anything happened to you.
Take it slow. We'll be right here.
is you. Come closer. We feared you were but a dream. We wake from seasons of slumber. We have been waiting. A colony of insects, the many united by one purpose. Mycelia twining through the loam, taking and giving in equal measure. We are the ache in the land, the roots that run deep. And you are familiar to us. Our memories are fractured, but you too are alone in your strangeness. Godlike. This term means nothing to us. But why would you belong to another, shackled to their will? Shackled like us to rot and corruption. It spreads and festers and seeps and crawls. Poor bear, poor us, poor you. Yes, the air sings with its spores. It is everywhere. We can feel it. We fear it. We can see where it spreads. It is an infection. A foreign body invades. The host fights back. We feel the pain of this intrusion. It overwhelms us. If an animal sickens after a fight, as it howls and sings its agony, what do you do? Nurse it, care for it, grow it like the vines. We were loved once, perhaps. We remember, almost. A thought, like motion in the water. The rot festers. We could suck the poison out, let green things grow in its place, and we could give you the gift of our healing touch. But a favor for a favor. Would you help us in return when we ask it? A favor for a favor, then. This place shall heal, and you shall know our power. We tire. New again this world, new again words. We will find you soon.
Incredible. Envoy, I don't know what you did, but that was miraculous.
You all right? You look like you were in a trance for several minutes.
What happened? What can you recall? Spare no detail. You must be sensitive to the spirit world. Some are gifted, or cursed, with such talents. Inquisitor Ludwine will need to hear of this. I've agreed to share my findings with the Steel Garrote, as long as they do the same. Not that she has any interest in ecology. Ludwine is obsessed with our security, sees enemies lurking around every corner. Perhaps, but danger takes many forms, some more subtle than others. The Steel Garrote provide us some much-needed protection, but they answer only to themselves. We have our interest in the living lands, and they have theirs, a mutually beneficial arrangement. Stay out of their way, and they'll return the favor. Good. That might just save your life. We'll talk more at the embassy. I'll ensure the Paradise militia give you free passage into the city. Envoy, what you've done here is truly amazing. Let's keep up the good work, eh?
Just watch your step. There are swaths of the city barely more civilized than this.